Hello everyone, this is Michel Pinchot with Golf Analytics, doing a video before the final round of the 2012 US Open being played at the Olympic Club in San Francisco. If you've been watching, you've most certainly heard about the player on our left screen here, Mr. Beau Hossler. He's the 17-year-old phenom who is getting everyone's attention because he's in the top 10 of the leaderboard going into today's final round. And we're going to take a look at his swing compared to Mr. Colin Montgomerie, who I have on the right frame here. The reason I'm doing this is because the announcers at this year's Open have continuously compared Beau's swing to Colin, so I was curious to see if there was indeed that much of a similarity between their two moves. So just watching it in slow motion, both of them, you can tell right away their finish is almost identical, and that's probably what's getting people's attention, this nice high-handed finish for both players, going well above their head, well above their left shoulder. So let's take it back, and we're going to start from the beginning here just to see how different or similar their swing really is. So if we take a look at posture, yes, I have different clubs in their hands here. Beau's got an iron. Colin has a long wood, a fairway metal. So if we just take a look right away, bringing the club back, we're going to see some differences here. With Colin being a much taller player, so even though, like I said, Beau has a iron in his hand, Montgomerie's a lot much taller in his posture. And this tall posture is really what makes Colin Montgomerie's swing, or it's one of the reasons why his swing is very unique. He has what's called a two-dimensional swing. So what he does is he turns his back to the target and he brings the club up. So he's really only doing two things. Most golfers today have a three-dimensional swing, wherein they get their back, they'll point the club up, and then they'll turn around that position. So we can see a little difference here between Beau and Colin. Like I said, this three-dimensional swing is more common today. So if we take a look right here, you can see how Beau's really tucking that right elbow in versus Colin Montgomerie. Really all he did is just bring that club back, was not connected with that right arm at all. Big, wide move. So he's just focused on turning and bringing it up. So we'll notice that that right elbow tucked in for Beau, that creates a little bit more of a rounder position. So although his hands are high, he has an upright swing, he's a lot more around his body than Colin Montgomerie. So what I'll do is just show that difference here. If we pull up a line for Colin's left arm, versus his shoulders, we see that triangle. And for Beau, it's a little bit less exaggerated. And this is even interesting because you do want to get a little bit more upright with the wedges versus a fairway metal. So we can see a big difference there already. We're going to start down. So again, Colin Montgomerie, two-dimensional. Back turn, hands high. And then he has what he was famously known for, hitting a very sweeping swing. He just focused on getting a nice, silky, wide rhythm, sweeps that ball. And we can notice that sweeping motion. He really went down. We see a little shift in his posture. If I start from the top here, really swept under the ball. We can see he gets below his spine angle. We're going to watch the same thing from Beau. This is where they begin to look a lot more similar. Look at that, way down below their spine angle, which creates a huge wide motion with their right arm. It just goes through the target beautifully. And then again, like we said at the beginning here, high hands, very high finish. Let's go back and take a look here at Beau's nice high finish. So it's fun to watch. We don't see these swings too often, especially not from a 17-year-old leading, or in contention, I should say, at the US Open. So let's see what he does today. I'll be glued to the screen, and I wish him luck. And it was fun, even they had Colin Montgomerie on the Golf Channel last night, so if you didn't, it's rare that we see him in the broadcast booth. Hopefully we'll get a chance to hear from him some more. Take care and enjoy the day.